Hello there, hope your family and friends are well. So I thought I'd do an acoustic thing. You've already heard 3 examples. So each patch comes with 3 scenes. First one's called Acoustic, second one's called Big Swell, and the third one's called Pad. What I'm going to do at the end of this video is I'm going to link 2 videos I've created using this patch, so it'll give you ideas of what it sounds like. Now, the Longest Walk was originally recorded on the Boss GT1000, but this patch allows you to do that anyway. Use the same sort of settings as the Boss GT1000 version. However, what I've done is I've omitted the Tube Screamer on this patch, but on the Longest Walk it used the Tube Screamer. Anyway, so you've heard the audio examples. What we're going to do is we're going to go over the effects, and yeah, we're good to go. Scenes, and then we're done. So the first effect that we use, I am using the Auto Swell because a lot of people people might not be able to use the volume switch when it comes to certain volume swells or the foot pedal, and the Auto Swell does it for you anyway, and it's nice. It really is a nice effect. So this is a setting I've used for the Auto Swell, and it works. Yeah, I quite like it actually. It works really well. Next effect is the Acoustic Simulator, which isn't bad at all. What I would like if Headrush watch this, if anybody asks any questions or Headrush wants to find out what you want in the next round of updates, and a nylon acoustic would be absolutely perfect. It would be heaven for me because I love nylon string guitars and I just love the sound. We do have various different models, and we do have presets. So within these, so it would be great if if you could have a nylon string simulation. That would be absolutely perfect. The piezo's not too bad actually, but it's not exactly what I mean, the Boss SY1000 has a nylon string patch, and it sounds really good. It does sound good, to be honest. But that would be a nice thing if Headrush watched this or they want any more comments. Stick one of those in the next updates. It'd be brilliant. Absolutely heaven for me. Next effect isn't a bad one, but What it doesn't do, it doesn't replicate this well. So this is the Super Ego synth engine made by Electro Harmonics, and it has a freeze function which you play a chord and it freezes. But what you can do with this pedal is you can build on top of your existing frozen chord and so on and so on. It is a fantastic effect. But if we get around doing something like this on the Headrush, this would be incredible. So I'll just pop that over there and we'll look at our whole function. So the first audio example is you're hearing a bit of a Pink Floyd thing, and then I'm holding the D chord down and I'm just engaging the switch and it just holds the chord, and then you can play on top of it. It's not bad effect at all, to be honest. It's just a matter of playing about with it. I've not really used it much, but I can see possibilities. I really can see possibilities using this effect. I really can. So those are settings I've used for the whole function. Our delay. Oops. Our first delay, in fact. There we go. And again, we've got a lot of extra functionality from our delays. We've got quite a few actually. There we go, look at that. We've got loads and loads of delays to choose from. Go through all of them, try them all, see what you think. Depends what you're going to use them for, I suppose, really. But I quite like the air effects, I really do. I think they're pretty good actually. And they're the settings I've used for the air delay. Next effect is another air, but it's a reverb. There we go. And again, that's a nice effect. And we do have a few on this reverb as well. Not many, but we have a few there to play about with, and they all sound pretty good. But you can use them in any particular type of context, or put them into a patch you're going to use. Just give you a bit of flexibility, especially with your reverbs actually. Oh look, another reverb. This is the settings I've used for this particular reverb. This is an 11 reverb, and it's nice. It really is nice actually. A delay, our second delay. Nice, sounds really nice, and again this is an old effect, I think from the original Headrush. And again we've got a few things on there we can use. I've put a boost at the end. Now what you can do, and it just works. I mean, other people might say, well, why did you put that there? But it worked for me, and I think it's okay. You can, if you want to, you can get acoustic impulse responses, and there's a lot of free ones out there, and some of them are good, some of them just don't sound good at all. I'll be honest, just don't sound good. Some of them sound really good actually. You can pay for some decent ones. Greg Bath's got a Sonic DNA acoustic pack, which is pretty good. Check Greg's stuff out. And that's it for our effects. So what we'll do is we'll look at the output and input, and we'll jump on the scenes, and then that's it, we're good to go. Nothing too exciting on that one. Now I did originally have this patch quite a few years ago, and it works well for Wishua here, just as the acoustic. It just sounds good, to be honest. With a Strat, it sounds good. But I mean, you can adjust it to any sort of guitar you've got really to get the best out of your acoustic simulator. So if you look at our input and output, let's look at our scenes. So our first scene is that one. Our next scene. Our final scene. So let's just say hypothetically that you've got this. You think, okay, we've created a brand new patch. It's not assigned to anything. What we'll do, we can create a set list. So if we click on the settings button, go to set lists, a new set list. This is the way I do it. I mean, people might do it differently. If you go to acoustic, say OK, and do a search. There we go, there's our acoustic. Save that. Save. Go back to there. And there's our acoustic set list. We've only got one in there. So that's as easy as you do when it comes to creating a set list. How easy is that? Absolutely brilliant. And also what I do like as well, a lot of us are quite old, to be honest, and have been playing the guitar from, especially for me, from about the early 80s. And I took a break for 20 years from guitar and music, and I came back in probably maybe 2008. I was a Deppen guitarist, and I got thrown into the deep end, which was pretty good because it gave me a kick up the backside to start playing again, which was okay. Which it done me a favour, to be honest. I needed a hobby. But what I do like with this functionality in Headrush is a lot of older people always talk about the 80s and stuff like that, and everything was better in the 80s, everything was better years ago, and blah blah. Well, I actually like the fact is you can go back to our original icons. So you look at, go to settings, click on general, rig page graphics, classic. There you go. My rig. Back to the old standard. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Which might be easier if you're playing live, but I do like the changing back again. I do like the way they look actually, the new icons. So thanks Headrush for doing that, modern. And my rig, and there we go. So thanks for everyone subscribing. That's been good that you've done that actually, and people watching my videos. I hope you get something from them. So if you like this, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm starting to put patches up on my website now, which are free. So anything that will work on the existing Headrush units, like the MX5, the gig board and pedal board, I'll put the patch up, but I'll rename it Headrush. Anything that we create on the Prime, I'll call it Prime, and then you've got this one will be Prime. For example, this one's just going to be, I'll pop it up, I put two versions actually. So you've got one for the Prime, one for this. Also, this will be putting this on the Prime cloud as well soon. So that will go up there. And I'll probably do this in the next week or so, something like that. I'm going back to work shortly, so I won't be doing anything for a while. So again, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. If you're interested in buying a Headrush, or you want to know a bit more about the Headrush, there's a chap called Tony McKenzie. So jump over to Tony McKenzie's channel, and what Tony does, he reviews equipment, but he takes equipment apart and has a look at the components. And this weekend, this Saturday, I believe in the UK, he's doing the Headrush Prime. So he's done existing Headrush products, but the Prime I'm quite interested in. So I got in touch with him a couple of days ago to find out when he was doing this, and apparently he's going to release it on Saturday. So what he's going to do, it's a long video. So he's going to break the Headrush Prime down by component, and then he's going to look at the chassis and talk about the electronics, and then talk about the functionality. And then he gives you his general opinion. He isn't sponsored by anyone, so he's not going to give anything false. It's his own opinion. All the equipment he generally gets, he pays for himself. And it's a great, honest review. That's what we need, and we don't have too many of those really on YouTube. I love the Prime, I love the Headrush units, and there is a few things that I've found that's a little bit different between the Prime and my original Headrush pedal board when it comes to functionality. Not much difference, but I can't fault this. I love it. I really do. I've been a Headrush fan since 2018, and so coming back in after taking 20 years away from music, looking at the digital technology, I was hooked straight away. So no more carrying around big bags of pedals and cables and bloody amp heads and cabinets. I've got it all in a box. People kind of say that, no, modeling's dead. This has just begun. And if you can take a unit like this Headrush Prime or a Boss GT1000 or a Helix, I don't even talk about the Kemper, because that's slightly different. That's very expensive, and I don't really know very many people have got them, to be honest. But if you can take a device like this, connect it to your powered speaker, which works great, your F4FR speaker, you're up and running within 10 minutes. Create your set list, pop everything in your set list, and then away you go. That's your night. Rather than connecting pedals up and this and that and playing about with, and one of the best things you can do with this, and I'm kind of digressing really, is if you wanted to test this in a pub. I played mostly pubs, but I played theatres and couple of festivals, clubs and stuff, and corporate events, but I mostly played in pubs, which are great. But the best thing, if you want to test your sound, is go to your looper, play a chord, record, and then walk off. And then walk to your event and find out and test your audio signal that way and find out where it sounds best and adjust your EQ settings. Brilliant. I mean, you don't have to ask anyone for a sound check because you can go and do this yourself. So I'm kind of rambled on again. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll probably create some more stuff soon in about a week or so, 2 weeks. I finally got around to syncing up the audio and video, so you will start seeing me play, and I'm going back to rock music. So thank you very much, and I'll create some more soon, so bye-bye for now.